Raftel or Raftel is the legendary island in One Piece world. It is the final island in the Grand Line. Why is it called a legendary island? Well, it's because nobody found it in 800 years, except for Roger Pirates, of course. A man called Joy Boy left his treasure on this island. After he found Joy Boy's eccentric treasure, in his honor, he named this forgotten island Raftel. You know, Roger always wanted to conquer the Grand Line, and he wanted to be the first one to do so, and he spent 13 years to reach the end of Grand Line, and finally found the last island, the Roadster Island. But upon arriving, he learned about the significance of poneglyphs. He also found out that there is another island, the actual final island, which he later named it Raftel. He also learned that there are mainly two types of poneglyphs, the information poneglyph and the road poneglyph. The information poneglyphs reveals the history and the messages written by the ancient people. It also points the location of other poneglyphs. On the other hand, the road poneglyphs details a specific location. After deciphering 4 road poneglyphs, one can find a specific coordinate which reveals the location of the final island, Raftel. It looks like the Yonko, the informed people of the New World, and some Marines know the use of road poneglyphs. Perhaps they learned because of Roger. Here's something I find very interesting. The final island's name is Raftel. The person left the treasure is called Joy Boy. The main character of One Piece is Luffy. If you pronounce it in a funny way, it would be Luff-E, not Luffy. After Roger and his crewmates found Joy Boy's treasure, they laughed so hard that tears came out from their eyes. So everything about One Piece points to something very funny and hilarious. Now, what is the alias of Captain Buggy? He's called Buggy the Clown, right? So what is a clown's job? It is a clown's job to do something funny, isn't it? Captain Buggy is a highly recurring character in the series, and we have seen Eiichiro Oda's love for Buggy's character. I'd be very surprised if a clown doesn't fit to the funny theme of Raftel or One Piece. Captain Buggy started his role as a comic villain. His antics served as a comic relief, but everybody is underestimating him. Perhaps he's the only person in the series who wanted to rip Whitebeard's beard. And we also saw how courageously he talked back at Whitebeard during the Marineford War. And it was one of the most hilarious moments in the series. Anyways, 25 years ago, Buggy suddenly fell ill and missed the opportunity to go to Raftel. But someday he's gonna make it to Raftel, and we know that. Oda said that in the last chapter of One Piece, we'd see a pirate with an eye patch. I think it would be Captain Buggy. And when Luffy asked Captain Buggy how he became like this, Captain Buggy's response would be so hilarious that we'd laugh so hard that our tears would come out from our eyes. Now you might ask, what about Zoro, or Blackbeard, or even Luffy? Well, even though Zoro always keeps his left eye closed, it doesn't prove that he's blind. Even if he's blind, he doesn't use an eye patch. As for Blackbeard, he's going to be Luffy's defeated opponent, so there is no chance that we will see him with Luffy together in the final chapter. As for Luffy, I don't see that happening either. It's because of the young audience. Oda might not make the main protagonist of the series blind in one eye, don't you think? Anyways, do you think Captain Buggy would go to Raftel? Comment down below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more contents. Thanks for watching.